Good evening, everyone. I'm attorney Joey Franks with the Franks Law Firm, and I am the Mississippi DUI lawyer. Thanks for taking the time to join us today. I want to talk about some of the different ways you can be charged with a DUI in Mississippi. There are three different ways you can be charged with a DUI in Mississippi. First, and the one most people know about, is a statutory DUI. And what this is, if you blow a .08 and you're over the age of 21, then by the statutes of the state of Mississippi, you are legally drunk. I've spoken with doctors previously, and it's my understanding that at a .1 your body actually begins to show impairments. Hence the reason I call it a statutory DUI. A statutory DUI varies depending on the age and circumstances. For example, I just told you that a .08 or above is legally drunk in the state of Mississippi. However, if you are over the age of 21 and operating commercial equipment, then that number changes to .04. If you are under the age of 21, that number changes again. It becomes .02. The reason most people can identify this, because we've all seen the funny clips of the drunk on the side of the road, or we've seen the movie where somebody gets pulled over, and this is where they have you blow into the portable breath test. The portable breath test and its results are not admissible. They are merely probable cause. And the portable breath test is usually one that the officer keeps riding around in the back of his car and they will ask you to blow into. The one that really matters is the breath test you take when you get to the station. It's called the intoxilizer, and the results it produces are extremely important, and they are admissible in a court of law. This machine is self-calibrating, it's highly technical, which has advantages and disadvantages. Some of the advantages are, quite often officers miss steps, they don't perform things properly, they don't wait the proper amount of time, and things along those lines. The disadvantages are they are very accurate and they are self-calibrating. While an individual does have the right to refuse to give a breath analysis in Mississippi, this can result in a DUI refusal charge, which is an automatic administrative suspension of your license. We'll talk about that in a later video, and I will post a link when that comes up. After your statutory DUI, you have your other substances DUI. What is interesting about other substances, this can include everything from marijuana to cocaine to prescription medicines. This type of DUI charge often starts when an officer approaches the side window of an automobile and they smell marijuana or some other substance, or they see a substance inside the vehicle or some kind of drug paraphernalia. Other substance DUIs are hard to prove unless an individual admits to smoking or doing a substance beforehand. While a blood test can be performed, which will give the most accurate results, many departments do not actually go and perform them. They will rely on a urine test. And for example, if you have marijuana in your system, well, they can't prove when you smoked or how much you smoked. All they can prove is that you have the enzymes indicating that at one point you smoked marijuana. Therefore, it can be very difficult to prove those. A good DUI attorney can often get your case dismissed or have the charges non-adjudicated. And last but not least, there is the common law DUI. Again, I refer to the movies where somebody is walking the straight line, taking so many steps and turning, standing on one foot, while touching their nose. These tests are designed for people to fail. The instructions are vague and ambiguous, and quite often people don't understand what the officer is asking, and as a result of that they easily fail the test. With, for example, the walk and turn test, an officer gives the instructions in a manner that it is confusing as to how many steps need to be taken. As a result, many people take too many or too few steps. And the entire time you are performing these tests, the officer is looking for you to make certain mistakes. And once you make so many of them, you are deemed to have failed the test. If an individual fails multiple field sobriety tests, an officer can testify that the likelihood of intoxication increases based on multiple tests failed. But again, these tests are designed for you to fail. I cannot stress how important it is to hire a good Mississippi DUI lawyer. You need someone who understands the laws, who understands the tests that are being given, who understands the different ways you can get a DUI. Here at the Franks Law Firm, we are glad to meet with anybody who has been charged with a DUI in the state of Mississippi. If you will come in and tell us that you heard about us on YouTube or on the internet, we will waive our $20 consultation fee. I'm including a link below to our website. Go check us out. If you've been charged with a DUI or someone you know has been charged with a DUI, give us a call. We'll be glad to talk to you about it. Like the videos, subscribe to the page. Stay tuned.